All right, we are back with another one. What's going on, everybody? It's one and only the multifaceted ninja, the stay-at-home dad that does everything from welding to baking and everything in between. And today I got another DIY project. I got some running boards here for my 2007 Tundra from a company called Yzona. And this company does everything from off-road running boards to front bumpers, rear bumpers, roof racks. I mean, you name it, they've got it. Quality is going to be on point from what I hear. Most of their products are actually coated in a rhino-lined coating, just like the Tundra. So one of the things I'll be checking is going to be the ease of installation due to the fact that it is just me working on this project today. So if you guys are actually in the process of maybe removing running boards so you can switch them out, kind of like I'm doing here, I know there's not too many videos online to actually do that. So I did just post one on my page a couple days ago. You can go ahead and check that out. But let's go ahead and move forward with the unboxing of these running boards and check out the quality of the product, and then we'll move on with getting them installed on the Tundra. Let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. Running board pulled out. Coating looks super nice, super impressed with that. Quality looks nice. Seems like super impressed. Super impressed with those. Now this is gonna be all the hardware here. Take a look at the coating. Yeah, absolutely love it. You got that secondary step right there that gets you up to the roof rack. Let's go ahead and check out the box of hardware we got. Got your instructions, got your hardware. Looks like the brackets here are actually color coded. All the greens are gonna be your left side, and all the whites are gonna be your right side. You definitely can't mess this up. They're all labeled. Got your customer support card. Got your instructions. We also want to make sure we have all of the correct amount of hardware. And all of these, you need 12 a piece of, except for these black washers. You'll actually need 24 of these. Count them out, make sure you got what you need. 12, 12, 24. Got all of our hardware. So the last thing we got to do before we get to the installation is make sure we got all the tools we need to get the job done. First thing we're going to need is a ratchet. And then just to be on the safe side, go ahead and get yourself an extension. You're going to need to get yourself a size 12, a size 13, and a size 16 socket. And the directions call for a torque wrench. And so now that we got everything ready, let's go ahead and get on with the installation and get these running boards installed on the Tundra. So now that we got the tools we need to get the running boards mounted to the Tundra, we're gonna make sure first that we have the correct brackets for the correct side. Now, Yzona came through for us to make sure that all these brackets are easy to install on the correct side by marking them. These are all marked R1, R2, and R3, and the same for the left side. We're gonna be working on the passenger hand side first, so I have all of the R brackets. The bolts that are gonna mount the brackets to the rocker panel are gonna be the smaller R8 bolts, along with the R8 washers, which are gonna be these zinc plated washers here. So now that we got everything we need, let's go ahead and get started. Let's mount up the brackets to the rocker panels first, and then after that, we'll go ahead and start to mount the running boards to the brackets themselves. Time out, stop what you're doing. Listen to me, I'm coming to you from the future. Listen, I'm coming to you from the future. Do you see this thing? This is called a thread chaser. Milwaukee makes them. This is an M8 by 1.25. They're about 17 bucks from Home Depot. Milwaukee, what's up? You also can run over the way to Harbor Freight and go grab one of these for about 21 bucks, but it comes with a bunch of sizes you're not gonna need. Harbor Freight, what's up? You literally can get away with one of these from Milwaukee. Go ahead and run this through all of your bolt holes before you mount the bolts. I didn't even know this thing existed until yesterday when I broke off one of the bolts in my rocker panel. That took me almost 10 hours and a bunch of money and tools that I didn't already have. Go ahead and save yourself some time. Go grab one of these, run through all of the holes before you put your bolts in. I promise, you'll thank me later. So this is gonna be your front bracket. It's the only one that's shaped like this. This is gonna be your center bracket. We're gonna skip these mounting holes and we're gonna hit these mounting holes. That'll be your last mounting bracket. Go ahead and get your R1 bracket, line it up with those holes, get one of your bolts, thread in by hand, onto the next one. Now that we got the brackets mounted to the rocker panel, we're gonna go ahead and lift up the running boards and mount those to the brackets. Now don't forget, we didn't tighten down any of the bolts and we won't until we get the other side done. Once we get both sides done, we're gonna go ahead and torque the brackets to the truck at about 15 pounds of torque, and then we're gonna torque the running boards to the brackets at about 31 pounds of torque. So let's go ahead and get these running boards lifted up and we'll go and mount them to the brackets so we can get on, move to the other side. You get a washer, a lock washer, and then you put your bolt on. By the way, the installation of these, super easy, super impressed with this. I have zero complaints. Amazing quality, I absolutely love the texture. It's gonna be good for grip. And this side is ran. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get going on the other side. So all of these are gonna be super easy to put in. Again, L1, L2, L3. Just shoot one of the brackets up in the holes and move on to the next bracket. All right, now let's get the running boards mounted to the brackets and then we'll go ahead and torque down all sides. All right, now that we got all the running boards hung, we're gonna go ahead and tighten down all these bolts. You'll notice that there's actually quite a bit of play in the running boards, and that's so that you can correct the pitch and make sure they're level before you actually torque them down. Use a wrench and a ratchet first, tighten them down, get a level, make sure these are level. And once you get to that point, we'll go ahead and we'll get on to torquing all of the bolts. All right, so if you're anything like me, you're gonna be working on this project alone, which is totally fine because installing these running boards was actually super easy. I would rate the ease of installation a 10 out of 10 for sure, without a doubt. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get these running boards pinned up into a level position like I did here. And that way you don't have to get underneath and start finessing this around trying to keep it level while you're tightening bolts because it's just not really possible. So go ahead, brace this up, get it level, then let's go ahead and get underneath the Tundra and start tightening up these bolts. All right, get your size 13 millimeter. And first tighten down all the bolts to the rocker panel. The size 16 socket. And we're gonna tighten down the running boards to the brackets. So there it is. Another DIY project down. We finally got these running boards mounted to the Tundra. You guys should be ready to move forward with torquing down all your bolts. And I've already went and done mine, but if you don't have a torque wrench, it's totally fine. You guys will be able to get this job done with just the tools that you've already been using. I'm super impressed with the quality of these running boards. Yzona did absolutely amazing. I love the texture on these, not only because of the fact that it matches the Tundra, but also for the added texture. The fact that I'm a stay-at-home dad with 3 full-time kids, definitely a bonus feature for me. So huge shout out to the company Yzona. This company can be found on Amazon and they have all kinds of products for all different types of years, makes, and models. They carry everything from running boards, roof racks, and even front and rear bumpers. All of their stuff is off-road capable, durable, all coated with Rhino Line type coating. Absolutely amazing. Couldn't be more impressed. I would absolutely advise anybody who's looking for any of these types of products to go check out their page on Amazon. Thank you guys again for sticking around and hanging out with me for another DIY project. If this video helped you out at all, go ahead and give it a like and save it to one of your favorites. If you know anybody going through this same process, go ahead and send this video to them. It helps the channel out a lot and I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. And if this video gets enough views, I might think about doing a part 2 about installing front and rear bumpers from the same company, Yzona. Thank you guys again. You guys have a wonderful day.
Multifaceted ninja, 2 shots of adrenaline, my